when it is love. I know when it is love.
People have been talking about now that
Ang ganda ba yun?
Exactly. Or I used to graduate Victoria. That's how I
We're in the club again, guys. Hello.
I was so ready to wiggle to our dance song.
I know.
It's us again.
Yes. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. It's Wednesday night here in the U.S. So, good evening to our dearest USA. It's 9:11 p.m. And of course, it's 10 a.m. in the Philippines. So, good morning to our dearest Philippines. And JCast?
Yes, good night po sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different dimensions, in different continents, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe. Verse.
Happy Wednesday to everyone. My God, we are so hyper and we are so excited because OMG, our guest for tonight, JCast, the moment she appeared, she popped.
I know.
Pop siya sa screen. I was like, what a beautiful girl. Beautiful lady. If I'm gonna be a guy, I will definitely hit on that chick. She has a perfect face and the dimples. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. What about you, JCast? What can you say about our beautiful? Are you excited?
You know, I looked like that before, but after the accident, this is what happened.
Walang iya ka. So, okay, guys. So, please tune in tonight because you will get to know more about our Miss Earth 2020.
Yes.
So before we start, we would like to say hi sa mga first people na nag-comment ngayon. So, hi Ramir, how are ya?
Hey guys.
Oh, David Ricardo Valencia Ferrero. Hello. Hi. Tita Maha. Oh, Lindsay is watching. Hi. Linel Valenciano.
Oh my God.
No, but she has the face of, I think that's, I don't know.
Ginamit lang yung TikTok.
Oh, okay. And of course, MJ Racadio, to our dearest
Hi, MJ.
our
Thank
dearest
you.
friend. Mwah. I love you. I'll call you again after the interview, okay? Oh my God, I'm so excited. So excited. Tita Marie Spanlillo is here.
Hi, Tita Marie.
Everyone
Hi,
that are
Popsy.
watching right now. I'm here. I'm her main admin. Oh, hi.
Hi, main admin.
Yeah, but before we start, I would like to say actually to Ate Eva and Kuya Joy, they just actually she just gave birth yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
So a new baby boy. I know, my new godson, my new inaanak. Congratulations, Te. Congratulations, Kuya. Okay, JCast, come on. Let's introduce our special guest for tonight. Excited
Yes.
na ako. Go.
Our guest is an American model, activist, and an international beauty pageant title holder who was crowned Miss Earth 2020. She was previously crowned Miss Earth United States 2020, making her the first representative from the United States to win the Miss Earth title. Originally from Brownsville, PA, she graduated with a degree in political science and a minor in communication arts and professional writing from Washington and Jefferson College, and was an honor student and ranked as one of Pennsylvania's best collegiate high jumpers. Prior to winning the crown, she's already worked for several modeling agencies and is a climate reality leader. We will get to know more of this beauty and brains bombshell tonight. Let's welcome Miss Earth 2020, Miss Lindsey Coffey.
Oh my goodness, I was hoping you guys are gonna have the cheering, like the little like background music. That is so funny. That is like honestly such a hyped introduction. Honestly, that's the best introductions anyone has ever done for me. So thank you so much. I'm like getting hyped backstage, like as you're talking about me, and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. That's all me.
That's so funny. Thank you. That was a good one. Thank you guys. I'm so excited to be here. I was looking forward to this all day, and now it's 9 at night here in the U.S. on the East Coast side, and I know we're in a lot of different time zones tuning in too. So I'm just hoping we all have a great conversation because I'm excited. Hope you guys are too.
Oh, MJ. Yeah, I swear. We, like, Jay Cassie and I, the three of us, direct Jay Cassie and I, we were just like mesmerized with your beauty. And you deserve.
Jesse
the
is
crown,
converting
girl.
right now because of your beauty.
I know, I'm converting.
Thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. Because I feel, like I said, I feel so dark. So to thank you for that, to just say, like, I have a little bit of light coming out in this little dark 9 p.m. box I'm in. So thank you so much.
Oh, where are you located right now? In New York? Okay.
Yeah, so I just left New York City through that snowstorm that we had, which was crazy. So now I'm back in Pennsylvania, where I grew up, and back in where my mother's house is, where like I went to high school, like just literally grew up since I was like 4 years old. So it's so nostalgic always coming back here, but I have spent a decent amount of time here since during COVID. It's definitely a safer space to be out in the country than in a bigger city.
Oh, so you're a suburb girl.
I grew up in the country, so I like to call it royal suburbia. So
Yes.
it's a mix because I do have just cows. Like my next door neighbors are literal cows, and they look like they're in my yard, but they're not. There's like a tiny little fence what I'm pretty sure they could hop over. But so my next door neighbors are cows, but then I also have, those like boring human neighbors like somewhere down the road. So I have a mix of both. So I get like the best of both worlds for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay, before we start, a lot of questions, because I'm sure a lot of your Filipino fans are so excited to get to know you better. Do you have anything to drink? Do you drink wine?
Okay, so this is a fun fact, actually.
Yes.
A lot of interviews that I've done recently as well, one of my fun facts was I've never drank alcohol. And that was true. However, just recently, at the end of my 28th year, I'm 29 now, my birthday was January 8th, I had my first, but this is big. I had my first actual cup of wine, like glass of wine. So I literally have now drank alcohol. Being 29 years old was my first glass of alcohol. And it was Moscato. And it was a very, very sweet wine. And I have such a sweet tooth. So if I were going to try alcohol, I should have tried sweet alcohol to begin with. So that's probably why I didn't like it. But I typically don't drink since I just had my first glass. But I do have a mug of apple cider. So that should count for something.
Oh, yes, that's okay.
It's close, but first and foremost, belated happy birthday. And congratulations on your first alcohol.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Girl,
It's a huge deal.
Yes,
it really was a big deal.
You just got virginized.
Oh my God! Yes, and cheers to many more cases of Moscato sweet wine coming. Yeah.
Wow.
Right. All my friends were like freaking out about it. They were like, "I do not believe you." So I had to like drink my little Moscato in front of them, and they were like shocked. But I'm still shocked that I actually genuinely like the taste. So yes,
Really?
more. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How come you never, like, even, because you're a beautiful girl. I'm sure you're always in a party and all, and every party there's always
in a social setting.
Peer pressure. There's always like social gathering, drinking.
Oh my goodness.
You never tried one?
The pressure though that you mentioned, literally every time, anytime I would meet somebody and they found out that I never drank alcohol, they would just vow. They were like, "You're going to have a glass by the end of this night. I'm going to get you to drink." Literally every single person. And I tell them the same thing. I'm like, I am 28 years old. Why would you think that you are going to be the one that makes me finally drink alcohol at 28 years old?
It's a bragging right. I am the one who did it to Lindsey.
Yeah, but they were always, I'm gonna get you to do it. I'm gonna just try a little bit. You're gonna love it. And I'm like, I'm good. So I was always the one at the party, just kind of like drinking, I don't know, water or like a flavored water or something. I would just never yeah, I would never partake, but I would have just as much fun. So I always had a blast.
Wow. Girl, I salute you. Seriously. You really deserve to win Miss Earth. Right, you guys? Because who would imagine, like, see, like, a lot of people sometimes misconstrue that doesn't mean that you're beautiful, you're always in a party, that, you
Yeah.
drink, but you don't.
And you can have fun.
Yes.
You know,
that's
yeah.
the
Fun.
important part.
Genuine fun, yeah.
Yes.
You're
And
a Capricorn girl.
Yes, I am a Capricorn, but I love to dance. So I'm always the first one out on the dance floor, like not a drip to drink. And then my friend even goes, I'm like, dance with me, dance with me. And she's like, oh, I haven't had enough to drink yet. I'm like, oh, come on, like, come out here with me. So like, I never needed alcohol. Like I was always just like doing my own thing. So I think that played to my personality. So I think that's what.
And a lot of us are the ones who's like, wait a minute, I need liquid courage before I can
Yeah.
dance or sing. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yes. So many of my friends are like that. It's so funny.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. But wow, I salute you, girl, for doing that. Okay, before we ask more questions, and guys, please feel free to ask any questions. 'Cause
Yes.
the beautiful Miss Lindsey Coffey would definitely, try to answer all your questions. Okay, before we start, we have to
Do our
make a
ceremonial
toast, okay?
cheers.
Our ceremonial.
There's a lot of going on in here, that we
Yes, and then our
invented.
photo op after,
Yeah.
okay? All right. I will speak in Tagalog a little bit, okay? Sa sambayan ng Pilipinas po, and of course, to our dearest USA, guys, please welcome the beautiful Miss Earth 2020, Miss Lindsey Coffey.
Welcome to Over a Glass or Two. Cheers. Cling, cling, cling.
Cheers.
That's so fun.
Mm. My God. Oh, one more thing. Just
Okay.
one photo op. Game. Okay. One.
Class picture.
Two. Okay, class picture. 1, 2, 3.
Love it. I love that. Your guys' energy is amazing.
Oh.
It's out of this world, honestly.
And the excuse to drink,
I know, right? There's always
Any excuse.
exactly. Oh yes. Mark Rosal Gaspar said Lindsey Coffey is like a Triona Gray. When she speaks, everyone listens.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Oh,
You know who Catriona Gray is?
oh yes.
I
for sure,
do,
right?
just from everyone kept on like bringing her name up. So of course I looked into her. And yes, honestly, any type of comparison with her is a compliment. So thank you, Mark. And Mark's honestly, he's great. He's been there from the beginning. I've recognized his name from whenever I just joined Miss Earth USA. So any compliment from him, I take it sincerely. So thank you.
Wow. Wait. Question, Lindsay. I know that this is your first pageant, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, technically. Yeah. Well, not technically, but it is one of my first ones.
The
So
first ones.
my first pageant ever was November 2019, and then Miss Earth USA followed right directly afterwards. So they're just I just kind of mushed them together. But this is my first pageant experience, like hands down.
Wow. But when you were, because I know you grew up like everybody noticed your beauty for sure. Like everyone, like. Right? Like,
And your height.
But
and
they never ask you to. I'm sure a lot of when you walk in the mall or everywhere, they'll be like, Are you a beauty queen? Like, don't you want to join? You never thought about it when you were younger?
It's interesting. I mean, growing up, I didn't really know much about beauty pageants. So when I was younger, it was always more so about modeling and like the fashion industry. So I was scouted from a young age whenever I was 12. So I always heard, oh, you should model, or are you a model? But no one really ever spoke about beauty pageants, especially where I grew up. My mom was in a beauty pageant, though, when she was, I think, 40. And she was, I think, in the Miss Pennsylvania. And she took first in swimsuit at 40 years old. So,
Wow.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. But other than that, no one's really ever brought up pageantry to me. So I went into it so fresh and so new. And I will admit, with some stereotypical and trivial views on it, because I didn't know much about it. But that was just another lesson to learn, to really do your research, look into sources, and really kind of focus on what you want to do and read more about it. And that's kind of what brought me there. Because once you actually immerse yourself in what a beauty pageant actually stands for, it's completely beyond trivial views, for sure.
Well, it runs in the family, huh?
I mean, I guess so.
So what happened? I'm sure like you go here in New York and then you're a working model, right? and then you have a lot of campaigns. Yeah, because I believe like if you work in modeling, like high fashion and all that, I don't think a beauty queen goes in hand in hand. It's like two complete different industries, right?
Absolutely. They're two completely separate, different industries. And a lot of people don't understand that they understand it on a superficial level, but not on a deep level. So, and what I've also learned, typically a lot of girls go into pageantry to try and get modeling contracts. I did it like the opposite way, where I was already model and then I like went into pageantry. So, I mean, I just did it for the platform though. So that was my main goal for it. But I do know some girls, they widen their network through pageantry into the entertainment industry.
Oh, what? Okay. I know like 2019, that was your first pageant, right? Who convinced you, or what was your reason to join eventually? Like, hold on. Because usually 22, that's the time that, like the 20s, they start like thinking like, I want to be a beauty pageant someday. But you won like when you were 20.
Well, 28.
28, right? Yeah. So what was the reason why you joined?
So if I can just be completely candid, with my very first one ever in November 2019, and then Miss Earth started like December. So it was like legit back to back. But in November, it was my very first one ever. And I ended up making the top 5, which I didn't think that was going to happen. So when I was up on stage and they were calling like 4th runner up and it wasn't me, I was like, I was a little shocked. I was like, okay. They called 3rd runner up, wasn't me. And then I got so in my own head, I was so panicked. And I kid you not, I literally said, I do not want to win. Like, I was terrified of winning. And I was like, please call my name. Please call my name. So then I got 2nd runner up. It was me. And they called my name. And I was like, a flood of relief just washed over me. And so I think really getting into it. So what I explored pageantry for was the platform that comes with it. But I was in, I think it was the Miss PA pageant was the first one that I was in. And I just didn't connect. And so when I was there, I just didn't want to win. I just didn't feel that connection. And so because of the Miss PA pageant though, I was DM'd the Miss Earth pageant. That's how I found out about it. I didn't even hear about the Miss Earth system. And I was reading it and I was like, this literally stands for everything I believe in. This is literally my platform, what I want to do, what I've always been passionate about. And I was like, this is what I should be doing. And that's why I didn't feel connected to that, because I wasn't connected to the cause, because I mean, each pageant system is different. And Miss Earth has had the same platform since its beginning in 2001. It's never changed. That's what I should have been doing. So as soon as I found that out, I immediately applied. I like just made the deadline. I just made the age cutoff. The stars were aligning for me. Everything seemed right. And then I got to just advocate for my platform that has always been close to me. So it just felt so right from the beginning. And I went into it being like, I want to win, not begging not to win, like I was terrified on that stage. So I found it and I ran with it, and literally every just star kept aligning right after another. And it took me all the way to the very first ever American U.S. representative to take home the crown. So, I mean, I was meant to do it. I resonated with the system. I connected to it. I wanted to win. And it was just something that I believed in from the start. So I wish I could have just had that from the beginning, even though it was nice to kind of get that, that feeling a little bit, on stage, because it was a very brief, because our virtual pageants for Miss Earth took place. So I did have that little brief moment on stage, which was nice, but I was just so stoked about the Miss Earth system.
Wow. Who was the first person that you called?
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Who was the first person?
So how it went down was I was announced Miss Earth. The pageant was on a Saturday, the coronation night, but I found out I won that Tuesday. So I had to keep it a secret. So I couldn't tell anybody. So the first person I called was my director, and I told her, and it was so funny because she didn't even when I told, I was freaking out on the inside, but I tried to compose myself. And when I told her, I'm just talking to her normal, and she's just normal, resting face, like slightly smiling. And I tell her, and her like face like didn't even change. She was just like still slightly smiling, just like looking at me. And she was like, what? And I was like, I won. And so like it was so funny because she did not expect that to happen. Because no one did on a random Tuesday in November, whenever the coronation's supposed to be on.
That was the coronation, right? Were you crying?
Yeah.
That was the Tuesday I found out. And
I was teary-eyed and crying with you when I was watching it. I was like, oh my God.
I cried like
you could barely talk.
And the funny thing is, I thought he was joking twice. I had to ask him twice. I was like, are you serious? And I was like, no, are you serious? I had to ask him twice. And then what I enjoy about that video is you can see my genuine expression after I find out that he's being serious. So the first two reactions, I'm just like, wait, I won? Wait, did I? Oh my God, I'm excited. But wait, no, did I win? And so it wasn't genuine because I was like not sure. And then I love watching it because you can just see the look on my face.
Yes.
The third time I ask him, and I'm like, is this real? And he goes, this is very much real. And then you see that expression on my face. And that honestly, I could get choked up talking about it, but that was one of the greatest moments of my life. And so it just sunk in and I just couldn't stop crying.
Seriously, that reaction while we were watching, it was really priceless. It was like probably you thought that, is this a prank? Are you guys pranking me? No.
Yeah. And did you see, I didn't even notice, like, my face was right up in the camera also. And I'm like adjusting my dress.
Yeah, you were. I was like,
my hair.
I was at first like, okay, girl, it's okay now, it's okay. Back up, girl. I was saying that, yeah. But when you were saying that there was a technical error earlier, so we understand because you know how it is right now in the Zoom. Yeah.
I didn't think I was being recorded, or I wouldn't have done any of that. So like, I wish they would have like edited that out, but they didn't. And so literally, the first thing you see of me is my giant face up in the camera, and then me just like adjusting everything, and I'm just like, of course, typical, but
we can really see how thankful and appreciative you were and that you really, really wanted it.
True.
You know?
That's so true.
I really did. I honestly, genuinely did. And I mean, if you would have told me I was going to win, I wouldn't have believed you. I mean, I didn't even believe him, but like, the fact that that we did it, I wanted it so badly. And I'm so glad that we were able to bring it home to the U.S.
Wow, I'm sure. Wait, was there were you surprised? Because I know 2019, it was like the pageant was in a stadium. I said a stadium or
stage with
on stage with
audience.
You can with the audience and you can see all the other ladies, right? So
yes.
Was there a huge difference? Like, were you like, how am I gonna do this, or should I still pursue this? This is kind of like weird because you won't see them, you won't see your competitor. So how did you deal with that?
So there was never a moment where I was like, should I pursue this? I was 100% all in. I was ready to go. But of course, I was worried about how I was going to do it. So especially for Miss Earth USA, we had to do everything ourselves. So it was just me, myself, my tripod, and like, that's it. So it was very difficult to find lighting, to find like wardrobe, hair, makeup, because I don't know how to do makeup or hair. So I had to like outsource that, of course. And just finding a venue to film in. So, and if you could actually see my Miss Earth USA, all of my filming, the very first place I booked canceled on me last minute. But as a Capricorn, I always have a plan all the way through Z. So
we're both Capricorn. Okay. I hear you, girl.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So my plan B came in, and I was in a hotel conference room, but it was like a business, conference room. And the whole filming, you can see in the background this little mini refrigerator. And so I tried so hard to hide it, but like you couldn't. So I just had to like turn it so you couldn't see inside of it. But like the whole time, like I was just filming with this little running mini refrigerator behind me. But it was a lot easier winning Miss Earth USA because competing for Miss Earth virtually, I at least had an entire production team behind me. So that's what made it so much easier. And it's a little bit beneficial in ways because you get to retake everything and you don't get to submit anything less than perfect. So I think a virtual pageant escalates the competition because there's no excuse to submit anything less than 100%. So there's pros and cons for sure.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
there's Erno. Actually, Erno John Fernandez Melosa. He has a question. If you were given a chance to speak to young women who are interested in joining in any pageantry, why would they join Miss Earth compared to Miss Universe or Miss World? Why?
So again, new to pageantry, I'm not the best to answer this question, but honestly, I would just say it all depends on your platform. So what I've learned, as mentioned, Miss Earth, same platform, same mission from the beginning, environmental protection, climate action. Now, Miss Universe, from what I've seen, the women get to choose their platform, so it can be anything. Miss World is kind of the same. So it honestly just depends on your platform, who you want to reach, the audience you want to reach, how dedicated you are and devoted, and that's my answer for that.
You're very smart, very smart.
Yeah.
And I heard that. I've seen your profile that you love to travel. We love to travel too. You're wow in Zimbabwe. You went to
Zimbabweans are some of the nicest people in this entire world, for sure.
Wow. Where else did you go? What about Philippines? Have you been to the Philippines or?
I've never been to the Philippines, so I honestly. Asia is the continent I've least explored. So I have a lot more to explore on my to-do list for sure. Philippines, I need to visit sooner than later because now I've made so many new friends from the Philippines and I really want to go and meet all of them. So I definitely have to go explore there.
Because if there was no COVID, it could have been in the Philippines, and
I was there yesterday for sure.
You'll probably still be there in the beach in Boracay.
Exactly.
I'll be there. And I also researched. There's this place called the Chocolate Mountains. Have you heard of it?
The hills, the chocolate hills.
My
Yes.
dad came from.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, it
Bohol,
looks so cool and so pretty. So yes, I love the beach. I love the tropics. But even on family vacations growing up, they always chose the beach, and I was like, let's go to Russia and look at the architecture. But like, I always had the different opinion because I just want to see everything. Doesn't matter what it is. I just want to see it because I appreciate everything. So whether it's a beach, architecture, just art in general, or just a historical landmark, I want to see it. I just love traveling so much.
Oh wow!
That's good.
Do you have a lot of Filipino friends?
I mean, now I do.
But before, like growing up, do you have Filipino friends?
No, not so much from Philippines specifically. But one of my from Asian countries, one of my best friends is Korean. So she's even taught me a little bit of Korean, which I don't remember much now, but I do know "Aseo" is hello, and so
"Aseo."
I'll randomly say that every once in a while.
Wait, do you? But what about Filipino food? I'm sure Asian food you tried, but specifically Asian Filipino food, have you tried?
I honestly do try and eat a lot of different types of food, but Filipino. I don't know if I've actually had Filipino specifically. Can you name a dish?
Pancit.
Adobo.
Adobo.
The lumpia is the spring roll.
Yeah.
Well, I've had spring rolls, but
close.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when you go back to New York, just in case, one day we'll see each other, we'll chill. Girl, we'll take you to the best Filipino restaurant. There's a couple in New York.
Yeah.
Please
There's
do.
There's a chismis.
Yeah. Question. What about have you? I'm sure you have a lot of suitors and admirers right now.
This is our favorite part because Filipinos love the love topic.
The love topic.
And we wanna intrude. Yes.
Ask me anything. I'm an open book.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how open of a book I am. Just ask.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone special right now?
So, I don't have a boyfriend, and I was dating someone, but I mean, I don't have a boyfriend where I can actually speak I am in a relationship or anything like that. But so nothing actually super gossipy or really good tea to spill. But I am dating, so there was a time where I was I don't want a boyfriend right now. I'm okay, but I think I'm at that point in my life where I'm I could handle a boyfriend or better yet, a boyfriend could handle me right now. I'm in a good place. We can do this. So I'm definitely dating. And if there are any suitors out there that would like to court me, please go ahead.
Oh my God. I bet because
There's so
the
many.
line got longer when you won, and now you're actually inviting them. Oh my God. Good luck to your DMs, girl.
Oh But wait, so what is your ideal guy?
Okay, so
Oh,
okay, I've dated outside of my cookie cutter guy,
yes.
that just told me, so I can date outside of it, but it just showed me what I do really like. And I mean, do you want like shallow and deep, like stereotypical, like above the surface stuff, and also
yes, like the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
Yes.
So physically, like the superficial physically stuff. Of course I like tall because I'm tall. So
Yes.
and I wear heels a lot. So they're gonna have to be pretty tall, like 6'2", 6'3".
Exactly.
I like dark features. So dark hair, dark eyes, dark skin. I love like, all that. And then athletic as well. So yeah, now more pouring into like who they are as a person. So somebody who is athletic, has a lot of charisma, very funny, can make me laugh, but then like we can just goof off. And I love someone that is ambitious as well, because I have a lot of ambition in my life, and I'm striving to do great things. So to have that other person kind of like supporting me, cheering me on, and then them also having their own ventures, I think that's an amazing even power couple. We could be the next Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oh yes, girl.
Right? But honestly, just somebody that's emotionally intelligent as well and very mature in their thinking. And I'm at the age where, I don't do the whole mind games or anything like that anymore. I kind of do know what I want, and I want my partner to know that as well. So yeah, it's somebody that doesn't also take themselves too seriously and can be outgoing, because I'm pretty outgoing. I can strike up.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if they can meet me too, I think that would be great. And also like love to travel. And yeah, I could honestly go on and on, but it's pretty easy. It's just, I just have to have that connection though in person with them, because there are also times where I do find a guy and he's like checking on my boxes, but I don't feel that like emotional connection. So like, it just sometimes doesn't work out, but like a connection on an energy level and like to have like share the same vibrations is really important to me. And like that can only be found in person, or if you have great conversation over the phone for like hours, like something like that connects you to.
Oh wow. Seriously, the list is not that hard, right? It's more on like, hey, like that person has to have, someone who can make you laugh, like, because you're a Capricorn girl, I got you. We're easy, right? Like someone who's we can get along.
Honest, loyal, like trustworthy, like someone that's just going to be not just your partner but your best friend. So just someone that you just connect with, and like that just really does, it has to be done in person, of course. And so during this pandemic, that makes things hard to connect. But that's why I also said, like, even having a great phone conversation for hours where you guys just can't stop talking. That's amazing. I love that relationship.
But it also helps, like, if he's kind of handsome a little bit,
Oh,
yes.
Of course.
When you date an Asian guy,
wait. Okay, I'm gonna say Koreans, like male Koreans. That's like one of my favorite like looks. Like I love I think they're like, I don't know what it is.
So cool, right?
They just have such like distinct features, and I'm like, oh my god, like all of you guys are gorgeous. Like date me. But no, they're beautiful.
Do you watch Korean telenovelas, or have you?
You're not bitten by the bug yet, because Jesse most people around the world love the Korea telenovelas.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, you're gonna have to send that to me. So get me in on it.
Trust me, it's good, because there's what do you call this? There's what do you call that? That thing that comes out. The
subtitle.
Subtitle. My God.
Oh yeah.
Because trust me. It's so, like last night, I was like, you know what? I have to wake up early in the morning because I have a meeting. But I'm like, and plus we have an interview with Miss Earth, and I'm like, okay. But it's so addictive.
Okay, I need to get into it.
I will send it to you, girl.
Okay, please do. Please send it to me. Honestly, I just think female Koreans are.
They are cute.
They're cute.
It's like they will never grow old.
No, okay, that's actually going to be a problem, because I'm old, and then you stay young forever, and I'm like, okay, we can't do this, actually. So they're going to I'm going to surpass them. They're probably going to look like my kid, like, because their skin just never ages. They're
right, like
their skincare routine, like anything beautified in Korea, like if you want anything done or like anything, you just go there. They just know everything about beauty.
Everything about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm sure, girl, trust me. All these Korean actors, once they see you, you just have to like, let me pick.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
They would
Or say, I'll take all of you. Come with me.
Ow.
Yeah, I like that
Lee,
option. We'll take them.
girl, I will send you Lee Min Ho. I will send you a couple of his series, right? You will be. I'm sure if he sees you, I heard is he single right now? Once he
Oh,
sees,
stop. But okay, honestly though, aren't biracial babies like the absolute cutest? So
Yes.
like,
Yes.
I mean, we need to go in that direction for offspring.
yeah.
Plus, it's not just that they're cute, but actually the plot line and the stories, they're nice.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
they're
yes.
nice.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good. That's so fun.
Once Filipino, probably when you go to the Philippines, all the Filipino, you should see our Filipino actors. Oof.
Really?
So, because most of us are mixed, but not just mixed, because a lot of, girl, trust me, I'll send it to you. You'll be like, ooh, this is cuter. Ooh, this is cuter.
Please do.
And I'm sure once you visit the Philippines, they would, producers and they would ask you to be, hey, can you become an actress? Or
I would love
are
that.
you open
That's
to that? Are you
automatic.
open?
I'm telling you.
I would love that. I would jump on that opportunity.
Oh, so you love acting too?
So what it is, I took an acting class before in school and I studied it. So I did pretty well, but I mainly just focused on fashion and I did commercial work also. So I did a few TVCs, which is technically acting, but not, film or any TV series like that. So I would like to get into acting and have that as a transition because it adds longevity to the entertainment career. So that's, and it would all be so fun. Like, I mean, you see so many BTS videos and everyone's having such a blast and like,
Yes.
like bloopers. Oh my goodness. I wish I could watch hours of bloopers from TV shows. I would love to be in that atmosphere and feel that energy. It'd be so amazing. So I would love to be an actress. That'd be awesome.
So guys, I hope that, because we know a lot of producer guys. Come on, look at this beautiful girl. Oh, I'm sure if you go to the Philippines, you will have like offers left and right. You just have to like pick the right company.
That would be amazing. I'm signed to Innovative Artists in LA and New York, which is an acting agency as well, but I haven't like really pursued it or gone there yet. So I think maybe I should just head to the Philippines instead and then like pursue it over there.
For sure.
Yeah, jump the gun.
Wow. But wait,
Yes, exactly.
I have a question. I know that you mentioned about the skincare, right? Like we adore Korean skincare. What about you? What's your secret? What about your skincare? Look at that beautiful face.
What's
the secret? Yes.
I don't even have foundation on, so thank you.
You don't?
Oh
No,
my God.
No, I don't have foundation on. So I don't, because I don't really know how to do makeup. If I put foundation on right now, I'd probably look like a clown. So I just don't go there. But so what I do facially, what I've learned, I used to be a product junkie growing up, and then I learned that less is more. So I don't really focus too much on brands. I have like a nice cleanser, and then I'll always use a moisturizer. And I just, every now and then, I do throw in an AM or PM serum and some eye cream. But what I will say, what has, I think, been helping me, and I've heard this trick for a long time, but I never did it. But if you drink celery juice in the morning on an empty stomach, first thing, like 16 ounces, and wait at least like 30 minutes before having a meal, it has so many amazing benefits on your skin. And I just started doing this like a month ago. And every morning, I will have 16 ounces of just cold pressed celery juice that I press myself. And I just like chug it and I drink it. So celery acts as an anti-inflammatory, and that has so many different benefits. So it could be reducing inflammation on your skin or on your muscles and your digestive tract. So it has so many great benefits. So I would recommend anybody to try that like at least a week and kind of like see if your body just feels even different.
What about so JCast? You have to start too, so you can look like Miss Lindsay.
But it has so many health benefits.
I like the juicing part is cold press, but doing it myself, I'm kind of lazy for that. Maybe I'll just buy it.
Me too.
I'll buy it.
I thought the same thing, but you just have to get the right juicer and the right setup because honestly, it takes like 5 minutes, and then even rinsing it off afterwards, it's like even faster than that. So that's why it's so easy now. And instead of having that big juicer that I do have, I ended up buying a different juicer from Amazon, like a little, like almost portable one where it's like so tiny and sleek. And it's just like, I just pop the celery in and then it's like, it comes out and then like, it's just done in like a minute and a half. So it's actually not, because I was worried that I was going to get too lazy on that too and not keep up with it. But I mean, it's actually really simple.
Really? Oh. Send us the link, girl.
I can
so we can share it.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
How about working out? Do you work out every day, every other day?
I grew up an athlete and I was working out all the time. So I have really great muscle memory. So even if I stay out of the gym, once I get back into the gym, like it comes back really quickly. But as of right now, I also go through phases. Typically, I like to work out. I mean, during the pandemic, I was working out like 5-6 times a week. And that was a little too much because there is a thing called overdoing it and like overworking out. So, so I was doing that. So I like to at least do it at least 3 times a week minimum. And I like to mix it up. I like to do cardio, strength, HIIT, interval, kickboxing, yoga, just anything really. Because you always want to keep your body on your toes because if you get too complacent in your workout, your body starts to like remember it. So you don't get any gains, if you want to call it like that. So you just have to keep mixing up your workout so your body doesn't stay too stagnant within the routine.
I know Lally's like, gosh, 5 to 6 times a week.
Yeah.
OMG.
That's a little too much. I don't recommend that. That was just like, I had nothing going on. I had nothing to do. So at least like 3 times a week. And I also did this one test. I wish I could remember what it was called, but there's a ton of them out there. But you take, I think it's even a saliva test, but it tells you how your body operates and what works best for you in the gym. So apparently my body is very enhanced in strength training. So my body reacts well if I want to lose weight, say. So I should strength train over cardio because that's just how my muscle composition and that's just how I'm built. So every body is different, and I work with a trainer. So I always recommend getting a trainer, a good trainer that you really connect with and knows what they're talking about. Like my trainer is even an ex-nurse, so he knows like everything. And and so really, and a nutritionist is great too. But you just have to get to know your body, see what works for you, because what works for somebody else won't work for the other person.
That's true.
There's a lot that goes into it. Yeah.
Have you ever tried I'm sure you haven't because you don't have a problem when it comes. I'm sure your metabolism is so strong. But have you ever tried like taking diet pills when you were like peer pressure when you were younger? Have you ever tried it when you were younger?
I gain weight very easily. So
you do?
Yeah, I do gain weight very easily. Before, when I was younger, didn't have that problem. But whenever I get older, of course, honestly, when I hit 25, my body just like changed. But I've taken diet pills before. I've taken supplements that are supposed to help you curb be an appetite suppressant, help you lose weight. Honestly, none of them have ever worked for me. And I think a lot of that is just a scam. But when you're desperate, I mean, you're going to try anything because you're just like, the weight won't come off. Yeah. So honestly, a lot of the times, a workout routine that's suitable for your body type and how your body is developed and a good diet, a lot of it's 80% diet, you hear 20% in the gym. A lot of the times that will work. And if it's not working, because this happens a lot too, it's happened with me, where you're doing everything right and you're still not seeing results, that's whenever it crosses over into a medical issue and something internally is off and is wrong. So you need to kind of get some blood work done, get that all checked out. A lot of the times it could be your cortisol or insulin levels inside of your body that you need to get work done. And it's funny because there are like 7 weight loss supporting hormones internally. And then there are 2 weight gaining supporting hormones. And it's funny because even if one of the 2 weight gaining hormones, the cortisol or insulin, is off balance, It will not matter how well your 7 weight loss hormones are working. It will just cause you to skyrocket in your weight gain, and it will wreak havoc on your body. So you always have to make sure your cortisol and insulin levels are in check in your body.
Oh,
wow.
That's my excuse now. Oh, because I've always been saying, oh, because I have the fat gene.
Yeah.
I know. I'm the
Your
same
cortisol
way.
levels
I'm gaining
are
weight because I'm getting older.
Yeah, and that too. Oh my
It's more
God.
like an internal situation that you have to address. So that's whenever it gets really difficult. So it can, weight loss can be a struggle for a lot of people, and that's why you really have to know what you're talking about and what you're looking for in order to achieve it.
Oh, I feel like you can be the best spokesperson.
You are the best speaker ever.
I
We can just literally listen to you the whole day.
Yes.
I kid you not. I know a little bit about everything, so that's why I can like talk about it. But like, I'm just like a little fact book, but like what, jack of all trades or something.
Yeah,
You are,
it's
right?
coming out like that, but not
Okay.
a know-it-all, definitely. But you,
Definitely.
Okay.
You just have
Well,
to
that's
talk.
good to know. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we love talking to people who has a lot of who's a wide reader or just anything, like whenever, like, because as we said earlier, like this is not a typical interview. It's like we're just sitting in your
We're just hanging out.
kitchen
Just
table or just chit chatting, whatever. Right?
Honestly, I love it. I love this vibe. It's amazing.
I know, it's just a regular chit chat or whatever. That's why we were like earlier we were talking to you. It was like, wow. She can, like, you're a good speaker. You're like, you're not the typical speaker that would be like, like the bookish type that this, and you will talk about gibberish, and you just speak like that layman's term that everyone can comprehend. Which
I know that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely, that's what
But
everyone.
sometimes I ramble. I get a little sidetracked when I start rambling, though. So I'm not a good speaker all the time.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I feel like sometimes people do lose me when I'm speaking.
Yes.
So, for example, my sister, when I'm talking to her about anything, like she's the one, but of course she's my sister, but she'll call me like a know-it-all. And I'm like, no, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm just sharing this information with you.
It's your sister's going to reel you in, reel you back in.
Yeah, it's just a sister.
Exactly.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
So I'm the baby of like 7. So I know. But the thing is, we have a huge family, but like, I mean, there's a huge age gap. So it goes, all of them are half except one. I should have said that. My sister that I just mentioned, she's my full sister, my only full sibling, and she's the closest in my age. She's 17 months older than me. And then everyone else is like 20 plus years older than us. So there's like there's a huge age gap. But my mom had me when she was like 40 years old. So like she already had like a life going on, and then like me and my sisters like popped in the picture at like 40.
Oh, 7. Wow. How was it growing up with the 7? It was fun for sure.
Well,
you're the baby.
We didn't grow up in the same house because everyone else grew up like with family and kids.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So it was just me and my sister. So it's very interesting because like we do have a big family, but you think that we're a small family because technically it was just me, my sister, and my mom growing up. It was just like an all-women household.
Oh, that's fun, right? Sounded fun.
I mean, well, once we we joined the foster care system whenever I was 11. So we opened our home up to a bunch of different foster kids throughout my childhood. Yeah. So like that's when the fun started happening. So we had a lot of kids come in and out of our house, like a lot of kids, like different ages, everywhere across the board.
Girl, seriously, you are the perfect Miss Earth. Imagine, like, we didn't know that your family growing up, like, wow, you welcomed those foster kids to your home.
Yeah, we definitely. It was interesting because at first I didn't know how I felt about it. I was 11, so I was a little like scared, I guess you could say. And then once we had our first foster kid, I was the one that connected with them instantly, and we became best friends. And it felt empty when we didn't have a foster kid. So it felt like the house wasn't like that home anymore without them. So it was so interesting me thinking my life's going to change forever, which it did, of course, but like I was 11. So I was like, how we're going to just let strangers into our home. And then once I met my first foster sisters, I was just like, wow, this is awesome. Like I'm constantly having like sleepovers every night, basically, like with like kids even my age. So it was really cool.
Oh wow! Now now we can tell why you have this good aura.
Oh,
No, seriously, girl. You're the moment like we started talking, like what 10 minutes before we air.
yeah.
We felt that you have a good aura. You know that
Thank you.
very genuine heart. It's because also your family are the same.
Thank you.
It started from the home, yeah.
Yeah.
But I love feeling that energy from people. So I do know what you're talking about. I'm a big person when it comes to energy. So you just saying that, honestly, that's so sweet of you. So thank you.
Wow.
You guys have amazing energy as well. Like, honestly, like this show is like perfect for you guys. Like, just
Oh, come on. We're just a bunch of weirdos.
Yes,
That's just
it's
us,
like
yes.
a regular
Who's
Zane, just
weirdos. I love weirdos.
yeah, who love to talk and who love to, who like, this is not an interview, who love it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I feel like if we're gonna meet a girl and then we will, I know you started drinking Moscato, maybe one glass, and then we'll have like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We'll just sway you
He's
to
the
for
fun of
a
the party.
for a
Right.
sip. Yeah, a
Yeah.
sip. And we'll just leave the bottle in there, ice cold.
We'll see what happens.
We're not gonna say anything, you
Oh
know.
wow! Wait, I'm just curious since you mentioned earlier that you love to travel. Are you the type of person that you just want to like like simple, hey, backpack and we'll just you don't really care if you stay in like in a simple Airbnb, or you want to make sure that it has to be
Five
like
star.
a 5-star
Airbnb?
hotel.
Girl, I stayed in hostels with like 14 other people. Yeah. I like literally like did the whole like backpacking thing, but like minus the backpack. But I was staying in hostel to hostel to hostel. I was meeting people from all over the world. And this is the thing, I had like significant OCD. So like everything has to be like super clean and all that stuff. So some of the places were a bit challenging for me because there were communal bathrooms and everything. But I mean, coming also, like I didn't come from money. So everything I did, I had to work for and I had to pay for. So, I mean, I could even only afford these hostels. But the best thing is I would never have had that same experience if I didn't stay there and I didn't meet those people. Like having just an experience where you just are so immersive. I mean, nothing can beat that. I mean, staying in a 4 or 5-star all-inclusive resort is great, but you're not going to get the real feel of the place. So I jumped from hostel to hostel like for years. So I know I have the best of both worlds in that too.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, like an exclusive resort is nice. You buffet everything,
Yeah.
but the hostel is nice. So I did try that in Costa Rica. For me, I like both, just as long as there are cute guys around.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
we need a cute pool boy. That's
Yeah,
what we
there you
need.
go. Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
right? Like,
You know these guys from different parts of the world traveling. Yes.
Yes, that's what we need. Exactly. All right, we need a vacation together.
Yes, because we love to travel too. We don't really care where, but we haven't tried hostel. We haven't, because you know what? We have
It's intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
intense.
wow.
And like you share, so hostels have, I mean, you can get a private bedroom in a hostel, but it's of course, excuse me, more money. But I stayed in like the bunk bedrooms where like there'd be like
Yes.
a 75-year-old man sleeping above me, and then like a 14-year-old kid like sleeping next to me, and then a like 23-year-old girl like over to my like right. So I mean, it's pretty crazy.
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my God.
And you just have to be careful too, because like you don't want your stuff stolen. Also, I've never had an issue because you're leaving your belongings out for everyone in that bunk room to like, see. But I've never had an issue with that. But that's just something you always want to be mindful of. So like always have like a lock on your suitcase or something like that. But I never had an issue with theft at all.
What
But it's
other
definitely interesting.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What was that? Sorry. You were saying something.
Oh no, I just said it's definitely interesting.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
What other countries do you like aside from Zimbabwe? Me and Jesse.
your favorite. Your
Our
favorite.
top favorite is Italy.
Yes, we love
Oh, I
Italy.
love
Yes.
Italy.
Oh my God! Right?
Italy's one of my favorite countries for sure. Italy and South Africa. Those are one of my top two. Oh, and Israel. Israel's really, really cool.
Oh, we haven't been to Israel. Is it fun? Is it
Israel?
beautiful?
It's, I wouldn't say like fun, but it was so, I went there more so learning about its like historical and political history. And it was stunning. And like the amount of energy I even felt just setting like wheels down from the airplane, it was just unbelievable. And seeing so many people with the same faith, you know, Israel, very religious country. So being in that country with people that just feel so strongly and are so guided by that one faith, I thought was beautiful and so respectable as well. And just being immersed in that even brought a little bit more out in my own faith. And it was just like the architecture was gorgeous, just the history within it, like each walk, like each step that you take on those holy grounds, it's just, I mean, it's phenomenal. And they also keep a lot of things intact as well. So you have like the famous like olive tree. Obviously it's not the olive tree, but like, you have, like really famous olive trees. You have like Jerusalem and Bethlehem are very, very historic cities. So even just walking the streets through there was just like amazing. It was really cool. Oh, and I went to the Jordan River, and I literally got to run my fingers through the Jordan River, and I bottled up some of it. Actually, like it's somewhere around here. But and I even have little pieces of like twigs and leaves like inside the bottle, and I just thought it was just so fantastic. It was incredible.
What's your? Because you look like an Italian. You look like you can be an Arabic. You have that feature, you know, that especially the Arabic feature are beautiful. Actually, when you when you were crowned Miss Earth, when you were crying, you look like, seriously, like we thought, like, is that Kim Kardashian?
Oh my God! Oh, Kim Kardashian!
I'm sure you have a lot of people like. Wait, you look like, you know, like there's.
Is that the first time somebody said that you look like Kim?
Someone said Kim. That's the first someone said Kim.
Now somebody did.
Because the features and all, but what's your ethnicity? I mean, the background.
So it's funny that you say that because my agencies categorize me as ethnically ambiguous. So I get put up for like multiple jobs because I can look like a lot of different things. So I did do the 23andMe, so I do have a more in-depth answer, but more so than not, I'm Italian, Polish, Irish, German, and English. But then I have a little bit of like Balkan, a little bit of African, a little bit of Asian, but like those are so like minor and minuscule, but like I thought it was cool to read about whenever I was like doing my 23andMe. But yeah.
Oh, wow.
You guys are mixed. You said you're mixed?
Me? Oh, yeah. Like Chinese, Spanish, Filipino, and JCAS. What about you? Poodle?
Yes, half human, half Dalmatian. Thank you.
Oh man, hopefully all the Cruella de Vils are hiding that risk right now. Serious risk.
Girl, I swear, I feel like when we go on vacation, all we would do is just laugh.
Oh my God, I honestly think so too. I think we could have a ball on vacation
We
together.
would just laugh and chit chat and what. But I'm just curious, right? Because you look like a fun person that easy to get along with, very friendly. Like if you're the type of person that if there's a huge crowd in a party, we can just throw you there and you just be like, oh, I'm okay, and then you have a lot of friends right away.
I mean,
right?
I like to think that as well, and I also like to think if I'm talking to somebody and we're not getting anywhere, it's not because of me, because I'm trying and like I'm always talking. So if the conversation's not going anywhere, like that's not me.
Exactly. Be like, I've been
definitely.
talking for 3-4 hours now. But I'm curious, do you have bashers? I'm sure growing up you have. How do you deal with them if you do?
Of course. I mean, literally, since I do talk a lot, even running for Miss Earth USA, I even had somebody in the comments write more like Miss Earth talkative or something like that.
Oh,
but
really?
I thought it was
How
actually
dare
pretty funny.
they?
I know. I should have just been silent. I should have just not said anything the entire time. But no, I thought that was actually pretty funny. But I mean, there are some more intense, I guess, bashers where, I mean, I'm used to it too because being in the modeling industry, I'm critiqued all the time about what I look like. So, I mean, I'm used to it. A lot of people comment on my physical body as well. And it's just honestly like, whatever. And honestly, I really don't even look for it. So tell you the truth, I just had a notification come up on my phone earlier today. Somebody wrote a comment on one of my photos and they said something not so nice. I typically don't see that, so I'm happy that I did. But I went to that photo and I just erased his comment. So I mean, now it's like it didn't even exist. But but typically I don't see that stuff, so I just try and kind of stay away from it unless I do come across it. And if it's on my page, I just delete the comment. But I mean, a lot of the times I tell people when someone's being negative or just rude, a lot of that stems from an insecurity that they have on the inside, has nothing to do with you. It's literally all about what's happening with them in their life in that moment and that insecurity that's driving them.
Exactly, right? Can they just be happy for you or happy for...
And how about, some people are bashing also beauty pageants in general and saying that, especially in 2021, 2020, it's already passé. What can you say about that?
So that's the thing. I understand, I guess, when you're going to say like a beauty pageant can be outdated, but they've been around for a very long time. I think Miss World's one of the longest running pageant systems, like 100 years or something. Yes. But the thing is, what I've learned, beauty pageants, especially present day beauty pageants, are here for a reason because they have a purpose and they have a platform that they want to promote. There's nothing outdated about speaking your passion. True. I mean, plain and simple. So I don't think that they're out of date because if you're honestly pursuing this because you want that platform to advocate for, there's nothing outdated about that.
Yep.
Exactly. That's so true. Oh, there's one question here from Ate Pilar Mateo. She's one of the best publicists.
She's the number one publicist
in
the Philippines.
Yes. Ate Pilar, look. Okay. What advocacy is she working on now?
What? I'm so sorry.
What advocacy?
Okay. So this is difficult because there's so many things I want to do, and I've learned that you should just kind of focus on one big one and then you can tackle like the little ones as well. Yes. So there are three big ones that I really want to focus on. One was being my advocacy that I've had throughout Miss Earth USA and Miss Earth was the water crisis. And then I also have wildlife protection and the inequality within climate change. I think that we need to address and talk more about. So those are just three right there that I'd really like to focus on. But what I really want to do even project-wise, I want to collaborate with WWF. And I want to say something, but I don't want to like...
Oh, WWF?
Yeah, and I really, really love that but like I don't want to say too much. But
just drop hints of a clue, but don't preempt it, you know?
Right? Yeah. But maybe like, work with them a bit. And then I would really like to do 4 Oceans and also... even work with the UN because the United Nations has a climate action division. Yes. And I think that would be a really great collaboration with them. So, I mean, just getting the United Nations involved in any way would be like, that's like a dream though. So yeah, I have a lot that I want to do. I kid you not, as soon as I was crowned, I wrote up like a 20-page agenda and it's like literally 19 pages. It's 19 pages. So I need to like calm down a bit. Yeah. But I'm also going to start working with the pandemic. And what I mean by that is just working with the tools that I'm being given. So I want to do a lot of things online as well, because there were a lot of things that I wanted to do, even when it came to wildlife protection, where I wanted to do a day camp and offer it to kids and even adults, where we can bring them and interact with nature so they can create that bond and that connection with it to want to pursue their own passion with it or protection for it. And but now I really need to focus on what's available to me at hand. So I'm right now I'm exploring a lot of options that I can do and reach online.
Yes, imagine, because you still have like 1 year, right? The crown is still for 1 year.
Yeah,
so you have a lot.
And this is going to be doubly, triply challenging for you because you're going to do it mostly remote.
Remotely.
But there is a way though to travel responsibly. And what I've also seen, so we just had our Miss Earth USA crowned and we had that in person. So there were a lot of people there and I was a little scared, I'm going to be honest. Yeah. But I had my COVID test like as soon as I got back and I was negative and everyone on my court was negative. All the team members were negative. So there's hope that you can interact responsibly and still get things done. Yeah. So what I'm very excited about moving forward. I mean, 2020 has taught us what we are capable of doing from the comfort of our own homes. So now 2021, there is no excuse to be stagnant. We always have that option to be progressive because 2020 has taught us so much.
Yeah.
But then I also had that situation in person where I was able to interact responsibly, socially distant, and I still did not get sick. So I just have high hopes for 2021 where we can reach our audience online and in person at a safe distance.
I hope so too, girl.
Yeah.
And all the 9 pages that you wrote.
19.
I'm sure.
19.
Sorry. I'm sorry,
Nine,
excuse me.
yes.
19.
Hopefully it will come to fruition.
I
So
know.
you'll be like, guys, I'm
I
number 10.
I know. I have high hopes for sure for this. Very high hopes.
Yes, girl. From what's that? You're very. I feel like you're the type of person that if you have something in your mind, you have to make sure that the execution has to
Super
be there.
go-getter.
A go-getter person.
I'm so highly motivated right now. So I'm very excited.
Oh wow! I feel like you will have more after the. Oh wait, I have a question. What about the? Oh, what do you mean? OMG project with W. Oh, which one? So hold on, what?
What is it, Direct?
Sorry. Oh yeah, we've been talking a lot. So
Yeah, no
Direct JV says, I know it's an hour now, and it's an hour interview. Thank you so much, my God. I know that because I know like a lot of people are probably thinking like it has to be, you know, the typical question and answer portion for Lindsey, but we just want to make it like very casual. Just get to know who you are, you know, like that. See, now we found out you're a very cool chick, right?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Honestly, I appreciate that. You guys are so easy to talk to. Honestly, this has been one of the funnest interviews I've had. And I want to talk to you guys again and like sit down with some more apple cider in the future and really
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, girl. I hope when you come back in New York, we'll chill, right? Especially
Absolutely.
springtime.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Oh,
Yeah,
Any
thank you, guys.
last word? Any last message to all your fans? Not just the Filipinos, but there's a lot of people who's been watching all over the world. Any message? And you want to plug anything? Yes.
Honestly, thank you guys for even just sticking with me even now after all the commotion from the pageant has passed. I'm so excited for this upcoming year, and I want you guys all to be excited too. I have some big plans in the work, and I'm hoping I get to visit each country as well so we can all just interact in person, safely, of course, and just really connect, because in order to motivate others and to really spark change, it's all about creating that movement, and that starts with connection. So I just want to be able to connect with all of you, and I hope you guys continue to support me in this reign and in this year. And thank you guys again, Jesse and Jakas. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys and just really hanging out. This was honestly so fun. So thank you for having me.
Oh my God. I know, and I know you have another interview, right? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I know you're
Oh my God.
No worries. It's fun.
It was just, oh God, we had so much fun. Come on, Jakas, close.
Yeah, I just want to say
Close it.
thank you,
Yes.
everyone. And don't forget to share this video amongst your friends. Please like and follow us here in Over a Glass or Two in Facebook, in Instagram, and in Twitter. And also subscribe to our Over a Glass or Two YouTube channel. Lindsey, oh my God, you're so cool.
You're so cool.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
I'll message
Thank you for being game and chit-chatting with us, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, anytime. Seriously.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
we'll
Thank you.
cheers with
Okay.
your apple cider
Yes.
and my strawberry vodka and Jesse's wine. So
Yes.
everybody, remember, amidst the pandemic, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it. Over a glass or two. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye, Lindsey. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Love you guys.